All right, so we have our theme done, our child theme basically working, and that's fine. But if you remember when we very first started doing the themes and things like that, there's sort of a rule that generally speaking, themes control design and plugins kind of control function. Meaning that the theme should control the overall look. Sometimes it does include functions. I mean, let's be honest, the Divi theme, even the Divi theme itself actually is technically a plugin and a theme because the plugin is the part that lets you build up the whole thing we've been making. It's the visual builder that it comes with that. You can actually download it as a separate thing and use a separate theme. But we didn't really cover that, but that's something you can do. So plugins add functional stuff. Well, the themes are just supposed to control the overall look. Okay, so what we've done here will control the overall look. But what if we want to add some sort of function? We're not going to add like a big function to it. We should create instead a plugin. Although, quite honestly, if I was just making something for myself, I would just throw that right in here. But you're supposed to keep those separate. Just think of it like you're supposed to put content as HTML and design as CSS. And interactivity and animation is JavaScript. Like each one's supposed to stay in its lane. That's what we're supposed to do. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to create a plugin. Okay. This will actually be a little bit more complicated, I think, to make as opposed to this. It'll be more than 2 sheets, but it won't be much more. It'll still be less than doing like a custom theme. So I'm just going to click X on this and click X on this. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go to here. And we're going to right click, we're going to go to show folder, because we have to make the file folder structure, much like we did when we did the theme before. Okay, so I'm going to double click on my theme, and go to app, go to public, go to WP content, and then here you'll see all the stuff that's been in there, and you'll see we have themes, and right here are plugins. So double click on plugins, and we're going to make a plugin here. So just create a folder, and we'll do new folder. And we're going to call it my-alert plug. I always put a Y in there. Plugin. Like so. Yay. I'm just going to move this over. Let's get the Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Just click and drag it in there. That will now be our workspace. Theoretically. There it is. Okay. I'm going to close out of this guy. And let's close out of that and close out of that. Okay, so now you can see we have my alert plugin, same thing as before. Okay, so we just need to make a couple of things. So let's go ahead and we will make a new folder, and we're just going to call it CSS. That's good. That'll be our new folder. Let's create another folder, and then we'll call this one includes. Okay. And I accidentally made that inside of the other one, which I did not mean to. Can I just delete it? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and move that recycle bin. Sorry, my bad. Make sure you click off of CSS first, and then to includes. All right, good. Okay, so we have those 2 folders there. And then we want to do is we need to add the files. Okay, so so we need to do one for this the master folder. So click off of includes. Okay, so I'm going to click off, have none of those selected, and I'm going to hit a new file. This is going to be, it's almost like the head, this will be like our heading file. It's going to hold the name thing, the main like plugin, and we're just going to call it my alert hyphen plugin dot php. Like that. Okay, so that'll be right in the right below the master folder. Okay. And then we need to create 2 files inside of here. So inside my CSS, I'm going to click on the CSS folder, click on the new file button, and we'll just call this style.css. So this will obviously be the style sheet that we will use in it. Click on the includes, click again, a new file, and this one will be my-alert plug. Can't spell plugin. Did it again. Plugin functions.php. Okay. So we will have something that looks like this. And to give you an idea of what it should look like when we are done is, let's go WP content plugins. You should have my alert plugin folder. Okay, you can do it in here too if you want. Then underneath that is my alert plugin.php. Inside a CSS folder is the style, and inside the includes is the functions. Okay, that is what we're looking for. So that is the most bare bones kind of stuff that we need. We have now our 3 files that we're going to need to make this thing work. Okay, and it's already inside of the that folder and everything, so we will be able to make this, function from here. Okay, so that's a good start. And in the next one, we'll actually start basically adding the code to each one of these. It's relatively straightforward.